Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Beware of false knowledge, it is more dangerous than ignorance. Patriotism is your conviction that this country is superior to all others because you were born in it. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, make them. The worst sin toward our fellow creatures is not to hate them, but to be indifferent to them. That's the essence of inhumanity. Silence is the most perfect expression of scorn. Liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Better keep yourself clean and bright, you are the window through which you must see the world. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. When a man says money can do anything, that settles it. He hasn't got any. Man can climb to the highest summits, but he cannot dwell there long. Lack of money is the root of all evil. It is dangerous to be sincere unless you are also stupid.
I learned long ago, never to wrestle with a pig. You get dirty, and besides, the pig likes it. There is no sincerer love than the love of food. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. You use a glass mirror to see your face, you use works of art to see your soul. Take care to get what you like, or you will be forced to like what you get. Just do what must be done. This may not be happiness, but it is greatness. Without art, the crudeness of reality would make the world unbearable. A gentleman is one who puts more into the world than he takes out. Life does not cease to be funny when people die any more than it ceases to be serious when people laugh. Alcohol is the anesthesia by which we endure the operation of life. Power does not corrupt men. Fools, however, if they get into a position of power, corrupt power. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. People become attached to their burdens sometimes more than the burdens are attached to them. First love is only a little foolishness and a lot of curiosity. The secret of being miserable is to have leisure to bother about whether you are happy or not. The cure for it is occupation. There is only one religion, though there are 100 versions of it. We learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. The man with a toothache thinks everyone happy whose teeth are sound. The poverty-stricken man makes the same mistake about the rich man. No question is so difficult to answer as that to which the answer is obvious. Human beings are the only animals of which I am thoroughly and cravenly afraid. Do not try to live forever. You will not succeed. Perhaps the greatest social service that can be rendered by anybody to the country and to mankind is to bring up a family. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Beware of the man who does not return your blow. He neither forgives you nor allows you to forgive yourself. I have to live for others and not for myself. That's middle-class morality. When a stupid man is doing something he is ashamed of, he always declares that it is his duty. The minority is sometimes right, the majority always wrong. The only service a friend can really render is to keep up your courage by holding up to you a mirror in which you can see a noble image of yourself. Give a man health and a course to steer, and he'll never stop to trouble about whether he's happy or not. Miracles, in the sense of phenomena we cannot explain, surround us on every hand. Life itself is the miracle of miracles. Choose silence of all virtues, for by it you hear other men's imperfections, and conceal your own. Men are wise in proportion, not to their experience, but to their capacity for experience. Most people do not pray, they only beg. No man who is occupied in doing a very difficult thing, and doing it very well, ever loses his self-respect. It is most unwise for people in love to marry. Beauty is a short-lived tyranny. The trouble with her is that she lacks the power of conversation but not the power of speech. You are going to let the fear of poverty govern you life, and your reward will be that you will eat, but you will not live. I enjoy convalescence. It is the part that makes the illness worthwhile. Better never than late. The only way to avoid being miserable is not to have enough leisure to wonder whether you are happy or not. If women were particular about men's characters, they would never get married at all. Virtue consists, not in abstaining from vice, but in not desiring it. The perfect love affair is one which is conducted entirely by post. In a battle all you need to make you fight is a little hot blood and the knowledge that it's more dangerous to lose than to win. Do not do unto others as you expect they should do unto you. Their tastes may not be the same. Assassination is the extreme form of censorship. I would like to take you seriously, but to do so would be an affront to your intelligence. Use your health, even to the point of wearing it out. That is what it is for. Spend all you have before you die, do not outlive yourself. Marriage is popular because it combines the maximum of temptation with the maximum of opportunity. If you injure your neighbor, better not do it by halves. If you must hold yourself up to your children as an object lesson, hold yourself up as a warning and not as an example. Nothing is ever done in this world until men are prepared to kill one another if it is not done. If there was nothing wrong in the world, there wouldn't be anything for us to do. Few of us have vitality enough to make any of our instincts imperious. We must always think about things, and we must think about things as they are, not as they are said to be. It's so hard to know what to do when one wishes earnestly to do right. The test of a man or woman's breeding is how they behave in a quarrel. I am afraid we must make the world honest before we can honestly say to our children that honesty is the best policy. Only on paper has humanity yet achieved glory, beauty, truth, knowledge, virtue, and abiding love. Men have to do some awfully mean things to keep up their respectability. There is no subject on which more dangerous nonsense is talked and thought than marriage. We are all dependent on one another, every soul of us on earth. I have a strong feeling that I shall be glad when I am dead and done for, scrapped at last to make room for somebody better, cleverer, more perfect than myself.